So the HSE states that, and this is, I have to say, a figure that I'm not entirely sure I agree with. I think it's a little dated now. Broadly, a risk of death in 1 in 1,000 per annum is about the most that is ordinarily accepted under modern conditions for workers in the UK. And what seems to be the dividing line between what is tolerable and what is intolerable. And I brought this statement into play not so much as something that you should rely on, because you certainly shouldn't, more to get you thinking. If you consider what is the probability that you would accept, what's the probability you would be happy to subject your mother to or your children to. And so I put this to you: if you were to you were to put into place a new policy or a new activity, and let's say you're part of the rail service, and it was going to have a 1 in 10,000 chance of causing death. Well, if you were running the rail service and you put that to one of their employees or one of their customers, then they're probably not going to be too happy about that. 1 in 100,000, maybe you're starting, some people would be happier than others, but you're starting to get some acceptance. 1 in 1,000,000, okay, you're definitely looking at some acceptance there. So you stake your life on a 1 in 1,000,000 bet. But if you were then to consider that the rail service is moving, I don't know, take it as an objective estimate of 70 million people every month, then what you're saying there is out of those movements, if there's a 1 in 1,000,000 chance of something going wrong, then within a month you're going to have 70 dead people. And so you need to consider the working environment that you're in and where you should draw your line as to what is acceptable, what is an acceptable level of risk. And so for this, we have this precautionary principle, or as low as reasonably practicable. And this as low as reasonably practical approach comes in here, just as it does with qualitative risk